All right, we're going. So now this is the second attempt to record this video because I did not hit record on my audio the first time. So,
It happens.
uh, yeah, it happens.
Rookie mistakes, but
I'm proud to say that's the first time I've done that. Of all the videos I've made, that is the first time I forgot to record my audio.
see,
It's been a really disorganized day for me. I'm not gonna lie.
honestly, I feel like it's been a rushing day for me because like going to the track, coming back, getting my stuff, then heading straight to the airport, getting through security. So it's been kind of a rushing day, but I mean overall, the racing was fantastic.
If you think today was rushed, to wait until next weekend, because which, yeah, because
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna,
be
yeah, we're gonna die, but I'm gonna save that for the end of the video.
yeah
But anyway, since we're in the second take of this, we're probably gonna have to repeat everything we kind of just said in the last video. And as do you want to just start with Saturday? I guess we'll do this in order
yeah
because the
do
last
Saturday.
video was incredibly disorganized. Let's start with
Yeah.
Saturday. I will say I had to work. I didn't really get to watch the Xfinity race, but I was kind of keeping tabs and I saw replays and stuff on Twitter.
Mhm.
And from what I heard, it was a pretty good race until it became a wreck fest. But you said it was boring.
I mean, I would say it got boring just when Cole Custer pulled away,
Oh, okay.
but I mean, there was some side by side racing. But I would say Sunday was probably the best racing out ever, and which is kind of rare to say because I mean we've talked about it last week before. It's like usually Saturdays are like the exciting races, and then Sundays kind of like the boring, casual race.
Yeah,
But
that
it's kind of
was.
nice to see this turn the opposite way, kind of getting the more excitement towards Sunday instead of Saturday. So
Yeah, I was gonna say last year the theme of the year was that Saturday was the must-watch race, and Sunday you could skip on if you really wanted to and just watch the highlights later. But it looks like this year that's gonna be way different. Xfinity
yeah,
racing is still exciting, but Sunday has stepped up their game.
oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, Saturday was pretty good. One thing I did see, I don't know if you heard about it, but the Timmy Hill, Joe Gaff Jr. thing.
I did. That was all over Twitter. How do you
Uh,
D and Q an RCR car?
ah, well, he was in a Stewart Haas built
Was he
car.
in a Stewart? Okay, sorry. Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. He
that
was.
was
The last time he D and Q'd was in an RCR car.
yeah, that was really bad. Well, he did it twice now.
Yeah.
So he did it with what do you call it? He did it with RTR first, and then he did it with Stewart Haas during Saturday. So uh,
Who did
it's
they boot Timmy out of the car so Graf could race?
yeah. I mean, he did okay. Like I think he was expecting it. I think they told him like beforehand, like, look, we'll put you in the car for now, but if he misses the race, we're gonna have to put him in. So I think he was expecting it. I kind of saw a tweet about that. He says like, we talked about it before the race, even before qualifying, so he was kind of understandable. But a lot of people were pissed.
It's still so. I'd be mad too. Like, bruh, you can't make the show in a Stewart Haas car. Then
And then he's gonna be in the same car as Cole Custer was Saturday. So
in
that puts
Vegas.
yeah, so it's
Oh,
gonna
this will
put a
be
little bit
interesting.
of extra pressure. So
Oh God,
um,
we're gonna watch the previous week winner DQ at Vegas. Watch
oh
that.
man, it's gonna be really interesting. But yeah, racing was pretty decent on Saturday, I guess. Was a lot of mayhem. But Sunday, it was, I would say, both chaotic, exciting, and just a fun weekend, I would say.
So we can beach a stock car, just like I said in the previous recording
Yeah,
that I didn't have audio on. We can you give them one of a flat tire, they can't do anything. They're
yeah.
just stuck.
No,
They're
you
done.
saw quite a few of those today. It was pretty hectic.
Yeah.
It seemed that there was a lot of, I wouldn't say mechanical, I guess mechanical issues during the during the race. I know Kyle had some kind of overheating issues. Denny had some overheating issues. What was weird about Kurt, he was like losing power.
Kurt was?
He, yeah, like he was like way off the piece. He was like slowing down like all by a lot.
Yeah. If
It
so,
seemed
for
like
the
he was like,
audience, if I sound like I don't know anything about what just happened today, it's because I missed the race yesterday, and I spent like 3/4 of the race on the phone for the cup race because I was trying to figure out some other things. So like I am, Chris is basically updating me on everything that happened because I was only really paying attention for the last like 20 or 30 laps of the cup race. So
no, it's all good. But yeah, it was it kind of sucked because I mean the big issue was just like the tire issues. So what Kyle didn't really have like that big of a tire issue. He spun out, was kind of able to get back going, but I know Bell had tire issues. Keselowski, Chastain. It seems like once you get a flat, you're pretty much screwed, and you're gonna lose like multiple laps.
yeah,
Um,
the one
so
thing I noticed too is because I was half paying attention, but something I noticed is that whenever a car did get a flat and they did have an issue, they would have a second issue later on in the race. Like I think Kyle spun like twice. I know Elliott spun twice. I think
mhm.
I think there were a couple of drivers that after the first incident, it wasn't long until they were in a second one.
Yeah. I know Chastain had an issue. It was weird because like you saw quite a few guys hit the wall, and they would go for about 3 or 4 laps, and then they would just eventually spin out. So you were kind of what do you call it? You already knew that they were going to spin out. It was just a matter of time. Like I know Bowman hit the wall. Reddick hit the wall too, I guess. So he was going for a few laps and then eventually just spun out and took out Byron, which
The
was kind
Reddick
of
scenario,
that
oof.
was interesting.
He led half the race. I think he led 90 of the 200 laps. So he led basically half that race and then had a flat tire and then Willie B just drove right into this poor bastard after he was already having a time.
Yeah, I mean he was definitely going to win the race though.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, but yeah, a lot of tire issues. Um,
Did you think it was going to be worse than it was based on practice? Because I did watch practice and qualifying, and
yes.
that was
So
a disaster.
so me and my brother did a poll before the race because we saw somebody say like, oh, is there going to be more of the cautions or less cautions? So I said there's probably going to be more than like 12 for sure.
Okay. Oh,
But
actually, I think I have the thing open. That'll tell me how many cautions were there. Does anyone even know?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. But
There's
one
usually a
thing I
race
do want to
summary
talk
somewhere,
about
but
is the amount of lead changes. That was really, really good to see.
amount of lead
I think there was
changes.
about 33 lead changes.
Maybe if I have. Ooh, actually, usually they post the race info. Let me see if I can find Mr. Pockrass's Twitter because usually he's good at posting those sheets. And so let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's got it up. Anyway, not the point. I'm pretty sure I know they hit at least 10 cautions.
Yeah, for sure.
I
But
don't know. I don't remember
there
the
was
exact number,
a lot of lead changes, which was really good. I think they said there were about 33 lead changes.
which is
And
incredible.
then what was also great to hear was that they said the furthest distance the leader had was like 1.5 seconds, which is like unheard of.
I was gonna say because they had Eric Jones would not let Tyler Reddick leave when
No,
he got up there. Then even then, like nobody else. I don't think we had a long enough green flag run for
because
anyone to really run away.
those two guys were pretty much on their own zip code.
Oh yeah, and then I don't know what happened to Eric Jones. I guess he just ran out of time. I guess because I know he was way up there on that final restart. He pushed Daniel Suarez to the lead and then just kind of fell off.
Yeah, yeah. I think he finished fourth, but he
He
kind of
finished
fell
third,
off.
actually. I have him over here because he pushed Daniel
Oh, third.
Suarez to the lead, and I got excited. I thought it was going to come down to Suarez and Jones, and then they both just kind of disappeared, and Dylan and Larson were able to get by.
Ah, okay.
And that was when the
Yeah,
span of the last. That was the final restart. That was like the last 4 laps.
I was really hoping that Suarez would win that race.
I was really hoping to. I was like,
When I saw him clear Larson turn two, I'm like, this is it. It's gonna happen.
yeah, Larson
But
just had too big of a run at that point. Because I think he had Dylan pushing him, and at that point, Eric Jones had already really fallen off of Suarez's bumper, and so with the push from Dylan, Larson was just able to suck up and shoot by him.
yeah, Yeah, he pretty much just blew right by him.
He blew his doors off. He went sailing by him.
Adios.
Yeah. God.
A couple things to point out too. I guess some drivers were complaining about um,
The toys.
and Toyas for sure,
The toys.
but I guess some drivers were having some like leg issues, like they were getting like numb legs.
Was it? I thought it was just Reddick.
Hamrick was having that too.
Huh. Stop
So
being so
I know
swole.
it was so weird because like he would stop on a pit stop and then the crew would actually work inside the car. I don't know what they were doing, but they were doing something to help him out. But
Okay,
yeah, I know quite a
because I
few
know
drivers had
Reddick
that
was
issue.
saying his leg was falling asleep, but I didn't think it was anybody else. I thought it was just the tire issues that we were having today because there were a lot of them.
Speaking of Hemrick, like he had a hell of a rebound. I think he finished top 10.
Where did he finish? Because I have the results up. I did a big brain move and I have it. He finished ninth.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
was like 3 laps down. Came back and finished ninth.
that's not bad at all. Actually, the
Yeah.
what's funny, what I noticed, I don't even know how long we've been going, but it was a weird race. Only
Yeah.
11 minutes, not even that long. But when I was updating the points after this, which we can probably go over that in a few minutes, the points, but it is so just the finishing orders from both races, just looking back at the Daytona finishing order and then looking at the Fontana finishing order, it's wildly different. And that really shook up a lot of the points. And so I'm kind of getting excited to
Yeah.
look at that here in a few minutes if there is anything else you want to talk about from the weekend.
Yeah. I would just say that Toyota's really struggled in the beginning, like badly. For a second, I thought they were going to be done. I mean, they
Well,
weren't really in contention with the win at all.
we are only 2 races in. So I feel like after the
Yeah, it
swing
is
is
true,
over, we're gonna probably make our way too early playoff predictions after the swing. Because
Yeah.
Daytona's kind of a crapshoot, and then
Uh,
Fontana was interesting with all the tire things, and so really I feel like we're gonna have a better gauge as to who's where after the swing is over.
do you think you're going to see the same issues that we saw in Vegas?
Oh yeah, I highly doubt we're gonna solve any of these issues by Vegas. Because NASCAR's got a lot of homework to do, especially if a flat tire is rendering a car immobile. So I feel like Vegas is definitely going to be really interesting. I think the whole swing, we're
Yeah.
going to be having tire problems throughout the whole swing. I honestly, I gotta look at the
Yeah.
schedule to see. Let me see. What does the schedule look
You know,
like?
Harvick was really off too.
I didn't even see Harvick.
He was like top 25 throughout the whole race.
Let's see.
I think
Honestly,
he finished close to the top 10 and top 15.
Harvick?
Yeah.
Let me see where he finished. I literally just left the results, but now I'm going back in to see where Harvick finished. My computer's having a stroke right now. Or NASCAR.com's having a stroke. He finished 7th.
I
Harvick
think
did.
that's.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude had a hell of a weekend.
Yeah, but in terms of the tire issues, I feel like the entire swing we're gonna be having issues, and depending on what NASCAR does to fix it, I don't think we're gonna have any realistic change until like the end of March.
Probably midway through the season.
Yeah, midway through the season. Like they'll probably figure something out by the end of March, but we probably won't really see them do anything until probably like middle of April. So probably around Bristol or
Do you
Talladega.
think they'll drop the tire size?
I don't know. I really don't know what they're gonna do because I'm not an engineer. I can't really solve this issue. But
I'm not Ryan Newman.
I'm not Ryan Newman. I ain't no rocket scientist. I don't. Somebody call Ryan Newman, see what he would do, because the fact that the Daytona, we lost 2 wheels at Daytona, and then Justin Haley broke his whole
I
fucking
was
wheel.
waiting for one.
Actually,
No, somebody did.
Somebody lost a wheel today?
Somebody lost a wheel.
Who lost a wheel?
I was in the concessions, but somebody lost a wheel.
I don't think they covered that on TV. I don't remember anybody losing a wheel today. I mean, granted,
Really?
I was like halfway paying attention, but if someone lost a wheel, they didn't say anything on TV.
I see.
Do you remember who?
I think
who it was?
No, I don't remember. I remember my brother saying something while we were waiting in line, but I can't remember who it was.
Interesting.
But I think there was at least one car that got away.
It wasn't anybody of significance, probably. That's probably why TV didn't cover it.
Yeah, and I think it was like during like caution flags, so it wasn't too serious.
Oh, so, but even then, we can't have wheels coming off the cars, even if it's under caution.
Yeah,
Like,
I did notice that a couple of teams were having issues putting the tires on.
oh
And
yeah,
I think Hamlin's crew, he was like literally like trying to tighten the thing. Like he was going just like grinding on the tire, trying to tighten it.
yeah, dude. Shout out to the airport loudspeaker. I can
For the
barely hear
yeah,
you. But I guess that's what happens when we record an episode where we're sitting in an airport. But duty
right.
calls, I guess. But
Duty calls.
yeah. So I feel like we're gonna have continued tire issues until about like at least Bristol or Talladega. I feel like.
Yeah, yeah. The dirt race is going to be interesting for sure.
Oh, that's
Especially
right.
this
The
single.
Bristol race is on dirt. That's gonna that's gonna be interesting.
You know
Okay.
it's going to suck. You're going to see cars just like starting to slow down.
Especially with all the axle issues we've been having too, because that's another very common problem they've been having is the transaxle's been breaking on everybody.
Yeah,
And you throw those
because I think
cars on dirt, they're gonna be slamming around. We're gonna have a lot of broken cars.
yeah, because I think Kyle already had an axle issue before the race. And swapped that out.
Yeah, they did. Because but NASCAR approved that change because I guess they realized that the transaxle was also a problem, so they let him change it. That's why he didn't go to the rear.
Yeah, because they were working on it last night, and me and my brother were like trying to figure out if he was going to get penalized.
Nobody,
Because I think he
apparently.
even tweeted out, and
Guess
nobody
where I'm
responded.
going? To
Huh.
the back. That's what we all thought was to the back, but
Oh
nah.
yeah,
God, so there weren't really many points to point out because of the race. It was an eventful race, but it wasn't like an eventful race. You know what I mean? Like the TV coverage wasn't awful. Really, the only big problem we had is that the racing was fantastic, but the tire issues were
horrendous.
horrendous, and that's probably not going to change. We're probably going to be talking about tires for a long time on this channel.
Yeah, probably the same as the Fox coverage.
Yeah, tire, and tires in the transax. I can't say that for some reason.
Transaxle.
The transaxle. There it is. I keep trying to.
There we go.
There it is. I gotta learn how to speak, learn my English. So I guess if that's kind of our thoughts on the race. I want to open my little points thing now because I don't think you're
Yes.
ready for this one.
Uh oh.
Oh yeah, that's not what I want to open. Where's my? Did I close it?
Uh
My
oh.
dumbass. Anyway, I had my I had last week's points open from our
Mm-hmm.
video. You know what? I'll do a cut here. So just hold on, give me a second, audience. I gotta open a file. Okay, I'm back. We're back. I did it. I found the video. It's open. Okay, so guess based on our little fantasy point system, guess how many spots Austin Hill has dropped because he was the points leader coming out of Daytona.
Um, say 10.
We're gonna say what?
10 spots.
10th spot.
10
Yeah,
spots.
he went from leading the points to 10th place
Really?
in our points. Yeah,
Shit.
like it looks
That
that
was a lucky guess.
the top 10 in points looks very different now in our fantasy points. So right now, what
Jeez.
last week? I'm just gonna recap last week. After Daytona last week, Austin Hill
Uh-huh.
was the points leader. We had Allmendinger in second, Gregson third, followed by Herbst and Josh Bilicki to round out the top five. The new top five, Noah Gregson has now
Uh-huh.
taken over the points lead. Allmendinger is second still,
Oh,
so there's
shit.
no really change there.
Yeah.
Then we have Justin Allgaier in third, Alfredo is fourth, Riley Herbst in fifth, and then we have Ty Gibbs in sixth, with Josh Berry, Brandon Brown, Ryan Sieg, and then Austin Hill rounding out the top 10, which is very different than what we had after Daytona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very different.
And so
I'm very surprised by Austin Hill.
I was surprised by it too. Was I knew he didn't have an amazing race yesterday, but I didn't realize it was going to be bad enough to
That far
flop him
off.
down 10 points, 10 positions
Yeah.
in the points. And so that's what that looks like. But the other one that's really
Jeez.
screwed up is now the cup points for our little fantasy shit. So there's no change on the top of the leaderboard. Austin Cindric is still leading the points.
Uh-huh.
But because everybody who had a good day in Daytona had a bad day today, and people who didn't have a great Daytona had a pretty good Fontana, that like turned the points and like flipped it upside down. So now we have,
I was saying it was a pretty even field.
yeah, it's a pretty even field. So like after Daytona, the top five was Austin Cindric, Bubba Wallace, Ryan Blaney, Brad Keselowski, and
Hmm.
Kyle Busch. That was the top five after Daytona. Now after Fontana, I think the only people who are exactly where they started is Cindric and Busch. Like Austin Cindric still leading the points, but now Eric Almirola is second, Ryan Blaney is third. Oh, so I guess there was no change for Blaney. Chase Briscoe is fourth, Kyle Busch fifth, followed by Logano, Wallace, Larson, Hemrick, and Truex for the top 10. So we had a little
Not
bit of
too.
shuffling around there.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Kozlowski
with
also lost
his
10
win, it
spots
kind
in
of
the
helped him
point.
out a lot.
Yeah, that one really did. But Kozlowski also lost 10 spots. He went from fourth in the points. He's now 14th.
Ooh.
So, and then my other favorite was McDowell. McDowell lost even more. Like McDowell is Kozlowski's 14th.
It was kind of expected though, because I mean he's not really great at these tracks,
No, but like McDowell, he was eighth in the points after Daytona. He's now 21st.
especially Auto Club.
Yeah.
Like he's usually like a mid-pack driver.
Yeah, it was kind of expected, but it's just funny to see just how quickly this shifted around, especially to go from 8th to 21st in points in one race. So, like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's for the fantasy points. I don't know what the official points look like. I can probably pull those up here in a second. But I have so many tabs open. Maybe that's why my brain is fried. It's been a long day. I've been dealing with a lot of different things, trying to get things ready. And then I have
Oh, for next
600
week.
tabs open. Yeah, for next week. There's been a ooh. So actually, I guess now that we've covered our fantasy points, it's usually the end of the video. But I guess
Mhm.
now, if I can collect my brain long enough to alphabet soup my way through this,
Alphabet soup.
I mean that's just what's happening right now. My brain is just not functioning for some reason currently. However, special announcement: next weekend in Las Vegas, Chris and I not only will be at the track, but we're gonna be doing media coverage at the track. So
Yes.
we're not going to be in the grand. We can be in the grandstands, but probably not for very long. We're gonna
Yeah.
mostly be in the garage in the media center because I'm gonna do a quick little shout out right now. My old boss, um, he contacted me and was like, "Yo, do you want to do the racing and stuff next weekend?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to do the racing and stuff next weekend." And so shout out to like KPVM TV for the opportunity to get TV credentials and go down there and help cover the races this weekend or next weekend in
Yeah.
Vegas.
Shout,
And
shout
so,
out to them, kind of helping us out,
oh
get
yeah.
our name out there.
So next week's video is gonna look very different. Where it's not gonna be like a Skype style video. We're probably not gonna sit down and give like a thoughts. I feel like next week is gonna be more of a just like a coverage of the entire weekend through the camera lens and not us talking about it.
Yeah.
So, well, we'll see how it
No,
goes. I have a vague plan of what
I'm
I want to do. I definitely need to get
I'm
the
really
stuff
excited
confirmed
for
though.
that though.
Oh yeah, I'm super
It's gonna be
excited
really fun.
because that's what I've been doing. I was doing that. That's what I was doing before COVID hit. Then I didn't get to do it for like a year and a half because of COVID, and now that they're letting media back in and I was able to get their credentials approved again, I'm so excited to be back on the pit road to do that.
It's gonna be real fun. I know for
Yes.
sure. Because like this will be my first time actually doing media, so I know I'm used to like always taking pictures in the grandstand. So
Yeah, you get to take pictures from pit road now,
actually,
baby.
yeah, that'll be fun. I'm
It's
really excited about
so
that.
much fun.
So
It's gonna be a long day. So yeah, just everyone watching this video right now. Just next week, keep an eye out. I don't think we'll post on Monday like we usually do. I think depending on how much time I have and how much footage we get, I might post videos throughout the weekend as we go. Because I don't have a laptop, so I'm not gonna be able to post from like the track. But
yeah,
when I get home at night, so there might be super late uploads. Like I might post a video at like freaking 11 o'clock at night. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm still deciding on how I'm gonna do this. It fully depends on how much we get shot, what we get shot, and how long it takes to put all these videos together. I might just do a mass upload on Monday, or
Mhm.
I'll upload Saturday before we go to the race for the truck day and Sunday morning, and then save the cup stuff for Monday morning. I might do that. That might be easier. I'm still working on it. That's also why my brain is mush. Either way, Chris and I will be there. We'll be figuring all that out. So I guess now's a good time to kind of end this video, unless you have any closing thoughts on the Auto Club races.
Um, nope, that's it. I mean, I think we pretty much touched everything about the race. So I
Yeah.
would say it was a pretty good race. I'm one last thing is that I hope they don't really tear this track down.
Oh God, no.
I know they were talking about that, but I really hope they reconsider that because I think a lot of people on Twitter were even saying that they want to keep it the way it is. And I know they were having some issues with like I think getting material down to reconfigure it. So it looks like it might be staying. So
Good. That's the world saying no. Keep it how it is.
just please don't touch it.
Yeah. So, and I guess now with that, internet, I'll see you next weekend in something wildly different than what we usually do, and hopefully
Yeah.
y'all enjoy it. So,
All right.
all
See you
right.
guys later.
Whoop. See ya.